Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome and welcome back to Billy Go's Prophetic Vessel. It's your girl, Billy Go, and we got a message for you. Okay. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Welcome to your Capricorn and Chosen One channel. Okay, so let's get into this timeless message. All right. Holy Spirit, what is the message? What do we have here? Okay, transformation. So you guys could be going through a transformation here, breaking a cycle. You guys could have broken a cycle here, okay? Going through the stages, right? Metamorphosis, death, rebirth, okay? Going through necessary changes in order to achieve this full transformation here. Getting rid of what no longer serves you, right? A caterpillar in its cocoon preparing to turn into a beautiful butterfly. What is kind of giving for a lot of you guys here, and everybody's going to be in different seasons when they come across this. That's why this is timeless, okay? What it sounds like for a majority of you guys that are coming across this, you guys are the butterfly now. Like you're chipping out your cocoon, like you have your wings, okay? Like you've broken some sort of cycle here, or for others of you guys that may be in some, some part of another season you guys are close to, okay? So don't give up. I know it's easier said than done because, when people say the word transformation, you may think like, oh yeah, the butterfly. Whoa, what people don't talk about what it took to become that butterfly, right? Like sometimes that transformation is painful as fuck. Okay, like listen, reparenting, unconditioning. Okay, so you guys have been going through hella fucking warfare, okay, on some instances, because I've talked about this on the Don Juan Spiritual Guidance channel. That's our other YouTube channel. And if you want to follow our other social media platforms, the link is in the description box of this video, okay? But overcoming a lot of warfare, a lot of pain, a lot of ailments that just came out the blue, right? Dealing with people who haven't done their shadow work, who haven't reparented themselves. They're still a part of this, these systems and programmings and so on and so forth, right? And it can really eat at your mental health too, and so on and so forth. But yeah, the spiritual warfare that you guys are going through, some of you guys are probably wanting to give up, losing hope, losing faith, okay? Feeling like, God, where the hell are you? Even for those that know that God is there, sometimes it's like, okay, but God, really, like, can, like, even if you're not dropping what it is that you promised right now, can the waiting season be better, So it's giving like you guys are either there, you have arrived, or you're just about there. So keep holding on, okay? I know it's probably what you are overcoming as far as warfare is concerned is deafening, right? A lot of you guys are overcoming plague level warfare. Hey guys, coming in. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling these vibes, okay? Yeah, with heartache in reverse, God is wanting you to know that the suffering, the pain, and the agony that you guys have been, enduring in the pit, you will receive the ultimate healing here, okay? Now, in addition to that, with spiritual warfare, you guys have also been being attacked by like curses, hexes, people like, projecting their bullshit onto you, okay? Yeah. People not making healthy decisions. Okay, yeah, spell work in reverse. So, oh, didn't want me to show that much. So this is spell work. So black magic, evil eye. Okay, negative thoughts. So yeah, it's not a good decision. Wasn't a good decision to not. And then it's the Chosen One channel. Like God said, touch not my anointed. Okay, do my prophets no harm. Don't touch my earth angel babies. Okay, like you know. And so this is represented because it's in reverse, that it's backfiring. Okay, so God has heard your call, God has heard your prayers. Okay, um and I know sometimes, yeah, abuse is in reverse. So, you know, pretty soon, because spiritual, like black magic, anybody doing that spiritual work, that is a form of abuse, spiritual abuse. Okay, somebody could be also mentally, verbally, emotionally, physically, sexually abusing you too, whether spiritually and or physically. Okay, for those that know, no, any type of abuse is never okay. That is not love. Okay, that is at all. So do not fall for that. If somebody's trying to make you think, oh, but I did this because I love you. Hell no. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Okay. Ooh. And I know sometimes things can feel foreign. Hey guys, welcome in. I know sometimes it can feel like, man, nobody understands me. Okay, clashing with people because you don't have the same beliefs, values, and you know, you don't see things the same, especially on the spiritual journey. It's like once you start finding out the truth of things, it's like very hard to like continue to live in a world that is operating out of false systems and lies. Okay, so understand that that is a part of the process if you start to feel that way. Okay, so yeah, we have, so speaking of lies, why we have, you know, people, you have people around you. No, these are not readings in a sense. This is a general reading, okay, for the collective. All right, so Ace of Swords in reverse. So you've been lied to. Okay, this is the bamboozlement here of illusions. Okay, that someone was trying to sell you, give you here to try to take from you. Okay, yeah, so somebody was using, you know, that didn't do their healing here. Okay, and then prayers in reverse. So these are energies that try to prey on your downfall. Okay, so yeah, listen here. So God is basically saying, hey, I've heard you. I've seen everything that these energies have tried to do recklessly as far as send these attacks towards you. Okay, that's been, you know, keeping you from being able to do certain things, causing health concerns in certain instances, right? Messing with your finances. Yeah, all stemming from a previous betrayal here. Okay, someone, whoever this is that's been doing this, and this could be a family member, a friend, a lover, or whatever the case may be. It's like they betrayed you for some money. That's also what's coming through too. They betrayed you for something big. They was offered something. Hey, like if you do this for us, we will give you this. Okay, so it looks like they traded you. Did we got this energy before, kind of like how like Judas did Jesus. Okay, and this was an energy, they were subtle with the hate. Okay, because it's the night, they weren't very big out with it, with their chest maybe in the beginning here. So it's kind of, and these are like several energies here. Okay, of energies that you may have speculation as hating on you, but maybe not know for sure. And these are energies that you've dealt with, you know, in the past. Okay, yeah, it looks like they tried to target your happiness here. um okay, and checking to see like, okay, how are you taking it, you know, how are you still making it through in certain instances here, because again, these energies was trying to prey on your downfall and try to use black magic for a lot of you here, while they was at it. Okay, because you have to understand, not everybody's a Christian, Catholic, Protestant. Okay, some people, or some people will go to those type of masses, or Baptists, or whatever the case may be, but they secretly practice black magic. right? That was taught to them through their grandma or great grandma or whatever the case may be. Now, there are those that do positive spiritual work that cleanses that negative energy off. Okay, now you have to understand, whether you believe in this stuff or not, that does not mean that this doesn't apply, right? There's people that don't believe in God, and that don't mean God is not real. However, even God gave people free will to believe in him or not. So beliefs, definitely. So would understand, for a lot of you that's here, um there has been some sort of spiritual manipulation. With God is saying that, hey, I saw what happened, it's backfiring. um you know, this wasn't a good decision on their part here. um and you, it looks like you're in a situation where it's like, oh man, I'm like really clashing with these energies. You know, why am I here, God? What's going on? Well, whoever that you trusted, okay, it looks like this gave you time to do some reflecting here. Because whatever happened in this lifetime, what I'm getting is that you, with the Two of Wands being in reverse, you needed to make decisions that you didn't make in previous lifetimes. So now we're talking about reincarnations. Again, beliefs. Okay. Because I know not everybody believes in that. But what you don't heal in one lifetime rolls over. So this is given like you needed to make different choices in this lifetime in order to achieve some sort of abundance that maybe you either were shortchanged or didn't get in that lifetime or certain lifetimes, right? Because of whatever the reason, okay, right? That you, things that you just didn't know, right? You know why you know kept being shortchanged or not being, you know, independent, or something happening with your family and the finances at some point, right? So this is my God here too. So this is fresh contracts, fresh new start here. God, you know, giving recognition. Okay, you standing in your truth, standing 10 toes down against people who don't want to fucking change, who wanted to try to change who you are instead of looking at themselves, at the man in the mirror, right? Because unconditional, because reparenting unconditional was in reverse. So it's like, you know, every energy is not deciding to heal here. So you had to be strong and persevere through, you know, what possibly you guys didn't know what you were going through. It's like the warfare was black magic, right? Was the, and you know, it upped the ante on things here, okay, because of that energy. Yeah, these were energies that thought that they weren't going to get caught with what they did here to try to manipulate your circumstances so that things wouldn't grow and produce for you. Okay. It's like they didn't want to go through the transformation, but they also wanted what comes when you do transform, right? You know, they just didn't see the day where this shit wouldn't work. It's like, you know, you guys have been working in silence, right? So they don't know how to always target you. With the Eight of Pentacles here, yeah, they thought that they was going to get away with this, but oh yeah, see, black magic, so to try, you know, doing work to try to silence you here as well with the Eight of Wands in reverse, so that you know, you wouldn't be seen or heard. Okay, so this was a menace, okay, or you were, yeah. And Temperance here to try to do this again to Earth Angels. I just said that. Touch not my anointing, to do my prophets no harm. Okay. Yeah. They tried to get energies to reject you, reject your business, or whatever the case may be. Right? Made things extremely hard with the Ten of Wands. Like, I'm hearing them like to want to make you give up. Okay, so you really had to stand your ground with the Page of Pentacles here, with whatever you had. Okay, and it sucks because this was somebody that, you know, you apparently, you know, cared for, but maybe you let them go and they got pissed off or whatever the case may be. That does not warrant that. Okay, they want to plant seeds with you, but maybe the seeds you tried to plant didn't go anywhere, not a source. So it's like, you know, somebody here felt like, hey, so what, they tried to So they try, okay, so it didn't work out. You don't want to do anything. You saw that being with this energy was putting a death to things, period. Okay. So it's kind of giving, if things were gonna be like death being with them and being like death leaving them, or whatever the case may be, it's kind of like God is saying, hey, you've made it through, or that's what you're making it through, okay? But that's sad to have to deal with that, as you know, you can't do what you got to do, or to the extent because somebody want to be a hater. And understand, you ain't popping if you ain't got haters, right? But it's the extent of what these energies went to try to stop you, right? And it was not a good decision. Okay. Oh. We have cup here, sustenance, drink, conversing with friends, so celebrating. So they want to talk. Hey, can we talk? Can we go grab lunch or something? Grab a coffee? What is this? Stand up, dude, hero. God is saying, no, you cannot trust them. Okay, you cannot trust anything that comes out of this energy's mouth, because they literally tried to, if they literally tried to, you spiritually or physically, if they literally tried to put an end to everything, you're only here, or things are only going where they going, it's because of God. If what they wanted to happen, would you be here for them to even converse with, to have a coffee with? Okay. Now listen, before we continue, if you guys are looking for something to put your thoughts in, okay, when you need something to like let loose, these were created by us, Downward Spiritual Guidance, okay? Please feel free to subscribe to our other YouTube channel if you want to, and our other social media platforms. The links are in the description box, okay? Don't you need something to put your assignments in so you don't forget, okay? Or your tasks. So you're like, dang, I forgot that I needed to do that today. Well, you got something that you can put it in, okay? Your downloads, dreams, and everything. See, I started taking notes already. So what you waiting for, okay? We also have a deck in stock if you want to add a deck, a 70 card oracle, karmic, soulmate, twin flame connections, platonic and romantic deck. This is available for purchase as well. The link is in the description box, okay? All right. And if you want any coaching, I'm a life coach, ordained minister. I do tarot readings, Reiki practicing, Akasha record reading. I do have a waiting list, so if you guys want to add your name to it, you can. Email us in the description box, okay? I'm also a licensed professional counselor. This is not counseling. This is for entertainment purposes only. All right. All right, so covering, cloak. So this energy has been cloaking its energy. So be mindful of that, especially for those that was dealing with warlocks, dark warlocks. And like I had energies that they would be cloaking in other people's energies so that they could go undetected. Okay, they was also trying to cloak in my energy to try to attract the things that was supposed to come to me so it could go to them as a reroute. So be mindful, because I'm a part of the collective too, and that some of that was happening to you. Okay, but we have police here, helpful person, give assistance, be on the lookout, things coming to light. Okay, so everybody that tried to like play you, be you, copy you, mess with you, your projects, your family, your money, whatever the case may be. Looks like they going to jail spiritually, physically, they getting caught up, cases, whatever the case may be. All right, justice will prevail. Congratulations on your transformation. Enjoy your justice, okay? Thank you all for your love and support here. It's truly, truly appreciated. And always remember, you make your own decisions.